It's a grey, cold, nasty day, and you can see my shade netting is swaying in the wind. It's being blown about. And if you look at the leaden skies, look at it, it's black, the clouds are dark. We might get snow, we might get rain, and it's absolutely awful. What am I doing out in the cold? It's only 5 degrees, and today is the 28th of January, the eve of the Chinese New Year, which is tomorrow, the year of the snake, I believe it is. So, what am I doing now? I'm looking to see what trees need repotting in the coming season. So, I will look around. I can usually tell from looking at trees if they are pot bound. I sometimes have to take trees out to see if they are pot bound, but I will deal with that in more detail when I come to the actual repotting of trees. But for the time being, I'm just going to do a video to show you what are the things you need to be preparing yourself for when it comes to repotting, because there's a lot of paraphernalia that you need to prepare and get before you repot. So I'm going to walk into the back greenhouse and show you how we prepare some of the kit that is needed for repotting. So let's walk in there. So one of the very basic tasks is to make sure that the trees are not frozen. Not only have you got to ensure that the trees are not frozen, sometimes if you had a lot of rain, which we've had in the last week, we've had storms and hurricanes, and when you get all the rain, the pots get sodden with water. What I usually do, I've just put this on the table, and already you can see the drops of water coming out from the pot. Look at it coming out from there. You see how the water is running out? If you tilt the pot like this, all the water will run down that way. The weight of the water will run out, and you can get it to drain faster that way. These we did earlier on. You can see the amount of water that has come out. Just by tilting the pot, you will get the water running out. So this is what you should do. Make sure the soil is not frozen, and the other thing is to make sure that the water drains out so you don't get a soggy root ball. So that's the first task that you must ensure. Then, to make things simpler, I better show you the things that we are selling a lot of at the moment. We do our own soil mixes, and we have different types of soil that we sell. We've got a outdoor general purpose mix, and then we have deciduous mix. So there's slight variations on a theme. So this is the special soils we do. And then let me talk about the kits that we do. This is, show you what it is, a sieve. Some people like to sieve their soils, so you can buy a kit. I believe we do a kit on our website where we have all these as part of the kit. These are the little soil scoops. You can buy a little rake. You see there's a rake there. And some people prefer this. This is the modern method of teasing the roots with these spikes. There are two types of spike there. Really beautiful tool for repotting. A pair of the general trimming scissors for trimming the roots. And this is the special bonsai pot mesh, which you cut up to put at the bottom of the pot. Let me just show you some of the soils that we have around. If you home in closely, you look at it. It's not any old compost. There's a bit of organic in it. There's akadama in it. There's Japanese volcanic grit in it. So it's a very open, loose compost. And just to show you the ingredients that we use, and the scoops are used like this. So you can scoop it in to put it into a pot. So this is what the scoops are used for. And the mesh is for covering the drainage holes in the bonsai pot. I don't need to show you how to put it on the pot, but let's show you some of the materials that we use. So we've got piles of it. So this is what we call akadama. It comes from Japan. It's a very wonderful soil, and we mix about a third of it in our general purpose mix. And then there are all sorts of other things that are mixed in the soil. So that's why bonsai soil is really something special. So we will then also take you into the pot shop to show you some of the other accessories. So this is our pot shop. And of course, unless you have a pot, you do not have a bonsai. So we sell a lot of pots online. At the moment, our major sales is the bonsai pots to match their trees. If you live near enough and you need a really special pot, I always advise people to bring the tree with them to choose the pot. I always use the analogy of buying shoes or buying clothes. It's much easier to find the right pair of shoes if you can actually try it on. Same with the bonsai. If you can try the tree against the pot, you get a much better idea as to what looks right for the tree. So if you can come to the nursery, you can actually choose the actual pot that you want to use. And while I'm in the shop, I might as well show you all these accessories we do. For people who have never been to our nursery, we have quite a lot of goods. We have our wires, we have fertilizer, cut paste, fertilizer, labels, and you can buy these items separately. All the scoops, the sieves, the tools, they're sold separately. But for the convenience of some of our customers, we've put together this repotting kit, which is the sieve, mesh, scissor, scoop, and the teasing tools. And of course, this is the range of tools we do. These are all specially made for Herons Bonsai, our own bonsai tools, special bonsai tools. And while I'm in the shop, I will show you again. We do so many different types of soil. This is Kanuma, which is used for Satsuki azaleas. And this is another type of drainage aggregate. It's almost like pumice, I think. We call it Japanese pumice. And this is another type of Kiryuzuma. This is another type of thing which I think a lot of orchid people use. So you see how different these different soils look. This is a large grain akadama. This is the Japanese pumice. And that's another type of volcanic grit. We have fine akadama. And then we also have, this is a Fuji grit, is a black volcanic sand. And then we have akadama in different grades. And then we have our own mix. Our own mix encompasses all these different ingredients. Akadama, organic compost, and then kyodama, they call it kyodama, but then we use also Japanese volcanic grit. So all these different types of mixes go into the soil. So feel free to come to the nursery or order in line, and you will be able to get a good kit ready for your repotting season. So look online or give us a ring and we will be able to help you. All right.